Alright, let me tell you about my setup. I have a SR20 red top, and I'm running everything stock. I just have a CX Racing radiator, ISIS hoses, Mishi Moto couplings, intercooler. I don't know what brand, I just know it's broken, which I'm going to be replacing soon. I have a K&N intake. I have a Garrett T28 ball bearing turbo, I believe, from the previous owner. I have pretty much everything stock. I have a Kusiko, I believe it is, catch can. And I have a Mishimoto overflow radiator, I believe, or maybe it's not. Yep. Basically, let's see. Any specs? I just make stock horsepower. I don't have anything. I don't have it tuned yet. Planning on doing that when I fix the intercooler, buying my ECU from Injuku Racing. If you guys want to know 5 parts, Injuku Racing is the place. There's that size of hose if you guys ever need it. It's a silicone heater hose, and the size is 16 millimeter. I have it from the oil catch can running to this T. Then I have the back to the catch can, I guess, from this T to the oil catch can, and for oil catch can comes back around again into the intake manifold. I recommend putting an oil catch can in your SR just in case of any blowback. It lands in the oil catch can and you don't burn it. That causes your engine to run rich, and you don't want that because spark plugs run out bad, and you don't want it to run rich because it also causes detonation, and you don't want that. This car runs healthy. Have it for 1 year already. Had no problems with it. Just right now I have a starter problem where the starter was just spinning and not engaging, and I just hit it a few times with the hammer and it engaged. But there's sometimes where I turn on the starter and it does not want to engage, and then I just go back to off position and the starter keeps on spinning and does not stop until I disconnect the battery. That's a really bad problem I have right now with this car. Most likely the flywheel, the teeth on the flywheel are possibly damaged. That's why they're not engaging. But I had this engine swapped for this one. The original, when I bought this car, came with another SR. That engine was basically trash, had a lot of blowback, and I replaced with this one. It was really cheap, affordable. I did all my work at K-Powered over here in Palm Springs. I live right near a city in Coachella. And well, the starter right now is working for right now, but I'm planning on replacing the flywheel, ordering it by Injuku Racing. If I could find another place that could sell it cheaper, I'll get it from there, and I'll let you guys know. And pretty much the car runs great. I use 10W30 Mobile One oil. I use a Mobile One oil filter. I think it's an M2205, I believe. I'm not sure. Let me go check. Yeah, it's an M1205 or M1205A as the oil filter. I use that in my setup just as a daily. My car is a daily. I will plan on drifting it maybe in the future, but not right now. I don't have any rocker stopper arms, which you definitely need when you're drifting because you don't want to damage your rocket arms. Basically, yeah, this is my setup. I have no AC. This car does have all the internal heater hoses, has a heater core, everything. AC, I have it inside my home. I don't have it installed yet. We'll be installing it later, maybe before the summer comes. Basically, that's it. I run 4 lugs, stock brakes, stock basically everything is stock, but I do have drilled and slotted for faster braking. I have rear as well, same thing, everything stock, just the rotors. Then I have lower, then I have upgraded, just that one component upgraded. Everything's basically stock. I do believe I have a transmission that is for the S13 actually 180SX or SR tranny. That's what I believe I have. This engine has 120, well, actually 134 miles now. Second oil change, and this car I hardly even used it at the beginning. Now it's my daily. I use it every day. Car runs good. SRs are very reliable, cheap, just depending on how you want to go. Setup is pretty basic. We'll be updating as I go. Let's see, what else could I tell you guys? Oh yeah, the rear heater hoses. There's a big debate on whether they're 3/4 or 5/8. It's actually 3/4 all the way through. They sell a kit on Injuku and FRS Sport, I think, or something like that. They sell just one basically 3/8 hose that has a bent and everything. Like I have an adapters. To be honest, you know, 3/8 works well with the clamp, but with an adapter, it fits onto the heater core very snug. And I don't know if that's what you guys are looking for. That's the way to go. With an adapter, if you guys just want to slap something on, go for the kit. Just go with a 3/4. But I'd rather go with 3/4 an adapter and go straight to 5/8 to the heater core. Have that for the return and for the inlet. Let's see what else. Basically that's about it. Mine have a 5-gear transmission. Nothing simple. Stock SR oil filter. We'll be changing that later as well.